students, I hope you all of are doing well. This is Anita. Today I'm going to discuss regarding the heredity and evolution topic. So what is heredity? We are going to see what is heredity. So you can see this slide, okay, the slide showing some evolutionary things and also whatever character the earlier here organism have some characters we are also having today. Okay, so this is a trend of evolution, you can say, according to the heredity also. Okay, so we have to see first what is heredity. Okay, so to understand this heredity, we have this slide here. Okay, so what is heredity? The process by which the features of an organism are passed on from one generation to another is called heredity. Okay, the process by which the features of an organism are passed from one generation to another is called heredity. For example, see, this is mother and this is father. They're having some characters. For example, this mother will have some straight hairs or curly hairs. Suppose she is having curly hair, and father will have some eye color, blue color eye. And in any case, if the child will have some characters of them. Suppose any character of them, this child will have curly hair. That means the curly hair trait has been come from her mother's side. And if she's having the blue color eye, that means that trait, that blue color eyes, has been come from her father's. Okay, so that means some characters, they are having some features that has been transferred from these parents to these offspring or their children through the genes, that is known as heredity. Okay, then what is gene? The process. First, we have to see the heredity is carried out through the genes. Okay, so the process is done by genes, which define the characters in this organism. Every gene is defining a specific character. Every gene is expressing for the various characters. Okay, then what is gene? So gene is the functional unit of your heredity, and every gene controls one or several particular characteristic features in living organisms. Okay, then to study heredity, we have to see Mendel's work first. Okay, to study heredity, we have to see Mendel's work also. So before that, we are talking about the transfer of character from one generation to another. We are having a family photo. Okay, and this is a lady, and this is a child of her lady. She is a daughter of her. Then she's having curly hair, and she's also having curly hair. That means the curly hair character has been passed from this mother to this daughter. That is your heredity. Okay, so some other traits are also there. For example, attached to earlobe. This kind of earlobe is a character some people are having, and that character is also transferred from them to their children. Some people are having this free earlobe. Some are having widow's peak just like this, and no widow's peak just like this. Some are having other traits like cleft chin. You will found in some people having cleft chin due to because their earlier parents, they are also having this kind of trait, and that has been transferred from them to their children. And another character, no cleft chin is there. So such kinds of various characters are found which has been transferred from their parents to children. Okay, then after that, see, another thing, parents, these are the parents, and they're having the parent property. The child will have their property, like that inheritance. Okay, you must have learned or have, yeah, you must have learned something regarding the property inheritance or something else. Just like that only, whatever your parents are having, their genetic property, it has been transferred from them to this child. Okay, it is called as inheritance. Now, to study heredity, we have to see Mendel's work first. So who is the Mendel we are going to see first? So Mendel, that is Gregor John Mendel, he's known as the father of genetics. He was an Austrian monk who worked on pea plants to understand the concept of heredity. So he made 3 basic laws of inheritance. Okay, first is the law of dominance, then the law of segregation, and the law of independent assortment. We are going to see that also. Again, he's also found that two basic terms which are very important during study of heredity, that is dominant and recessive trait. Okay, so here we are going to see in this picture, this man is dominant over this very poor child. Okay, so this is a dominant and this is a recessive trait. But in theoretical language, how Mendel explained that dominant and recessive trait. So Mendel says that the traits that express themselves in an organism in every possible combination, okay, can be seen are called dominant traits. For example, in Mendel's experiment, he said that some tall trait in pea plants tends to express more than the short plants. Tallness is dominant over the shortness, we can say. And therefore, the tall trait of the plant is said to be dominant over the short plant. So this is dominant trait. Just like this man is dominant over this short one. Okay. Then another one is recessive trait. So a trait which is not expressed in the presence of a dominant allele or dominant gene is known as a recessive one. Okay, just like this poor child, okay, which is in blue color shirt. So recessive character or trait is present in an organism but cannot be seen because of dominant allele exists there. Why? Just like this child is there, he is there, but he can't be expressed because he is supposed to be recessive and this man is dominant over him, so one cannot do anything else here. Okay, so this is a recessive trait. After that, what Mendel's do, see, he's on his shortness and tallness, he already told us. Okay, Mendel has already told us that shortness and dwarfness in pea plants. Okay, now we are going to focus the Mendel's law. So already Mendel has told there are three laws. One is law of dominance, law of independent assortment, law of segregation. Okay, so first is Mendel is going to see, that is law of dominance. Mendel's law of dominance we are going to see. So law of dominance says that a gene that has two